The United States has just launched Operation Epic Fury, its biggest military operation in the Middle East in decades. But this isn't just a show of force, it's an active campaign. At the center of it all is a massive naval armada, 2 full aircraft carrier strike groups, part of a fleet of around 16 advanced warships, all converging on the region. We haven't seen this concentration of naval power in the Middle East since the lead-up to the 2003 Iraq War. So, what exactly has the U.S. Navy unleashed, and what's its mission? Let's do a deck-by-deck breakdown of this incredible force. Leading the charge are 2 of the most powerful warships ever built, the aircraft carriers USS Abraham Lincoln and the USS Gerald R. Ford. The USS Gerald R. Ford, the world's most advanced aircraft carrier, was recently redeployed to the Eastern Mediterranean and is already launching aircraft in direct support of Operation Epic Fury. It's joined by the USS Abraham Lincoln, which has been operating in the theater to bolster the U.S. presence. Together, these 2 floating cities bring over 10,000 sailors and aviators to the fight. But more importantly, they bring the air power that defines modern warfare. A carrier is really just a giant runway. Its real power, that comes from the air wing it carries. The Lincoln and Ford are packed with a devastating mix of aircraft. This includes the F-35C Lightning II, a stealth fighter that can slip past sophisticated enemy radar and deliver precision strikes deep inside hostile territory. Backing them up are squadrons of F/A, 18 Super Hornets, the battle-tested workhorses that launched some of the very first strikes of Operation Epic Fury. And it's not just the naval air power. The U.S. has also moved land-based assets into the region, including F-22 Raptor stealth fighters and F-15E Strike Eagles flying combat air patrols. All of this is supported by a massive logistical train of over 100 fuel tankers and 200 cargo planes. So, who protects these billion-dollar carriers? That job falls to the Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyers. At least 9 of these versatile warships are in the region, forming a protective shield and providing immense firepower of their own. Their most critical weapon is the Tomahawk land attack missile. Arleigh Burke-class destroyers have already fired barrages of these missiles during Operation Epic Fury. Tomahawks are famous for their precision. They fly low and fast for hundreds of miles to stay under the radar before hitting their targets. In the first hours of the operation, these missiles were used to take apart Iranian air defenses, clearing a path for the F-35s and F/A, 18 to strike. Operating in the shallower, more crowded waters of the Arabian Gulf are the Littoral Combat Ships, or LCS. These ships, based out of Bahrain, are designed for a different kind of fight. They're fast, nimble, and built for missions like hunting mines, engaging surface targets, and, crucially, defending against swarms of smaller attack boats. A very real threat in the constrained waters of the Gulf. Their presence ensures the Navy can project power everywhere, not just on the open ocean. So, what's the mission? U.S. officials have stated it's laser-focused to destroy Iran's offensive missiles, their production facilities, and their naval infrastructure. With Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, reported dead in the strikes and its naval assets being hit hard, the entire strategic landscape is changing by the hour. What do you think the long-term consequences of this massive deployment will be? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Putting more than a dozen warships, 2 carrier strike groups, and thousands of personnel in one place is a definitive statement of American military power. From the strategic reach of the Tomahawk missile to the stealth of the F-35, this force was built to overwhelm a sophisticated adversary. As Operation Epic Fury continues to unfold, this naval armada is the primary tool of U.S. policy in the region. The situation is incredibly fluid, and the actions of this fleet will no doubt shape the future of the Middle East.